Let's do it. And here we go. We have another episode for today in our leadership series. And I have with me a beautiful lady, an incredible woman who is an energy coach, Jessie. Hello, Jessie. I'm so happy to have you. You're connecting, Jessie Emmy. You're connecting from Slovenia. So the beautiful thing about this series is that we connect people from all around the world. So I'm so honored to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation. I'm so excited.
Me too. So I would like to go back in your journey and to tell us a bit about what had drove you to become an energy coach and to talk about energy and to master that side of life.
Yeah, so for me, it's been quite a journey. A couple of years back, I was living a totally different life. I am still a mom of two boys, but at the time I didn't know how to be a mom. I was struggling with depression, burnout, not supportive relationships, and I really had it was not an enjoyable life. And of course, I was searching for solutions, and I wanted to find out. I needed to make changes, And I was already doing a lot of things on myself, a lot of things on my personal growth, like reading and doing many courses, investing, and everything I could find. I was just like devouring everything.
That's amazing. It feels good when you're like, let me take time for me.
Yeah. I was hungry for change, in my life to make something more of this life. But it was always like this feeling that there is something missing, there is something isn't really working. And because despite all of the work that I did, life wasn't really changing, not as much as I would have liked. And this is how it was the right time. I met the right people, and I came across energy training. And this is how I started first working on myself a lot. And then eventually through progress and growth and work, I started also working forward with people. Yeah.
So by looking for yourself or who you're going to become, you found it on the journey. Would you have guessed that this is what you would have been doing before?
No.
No, yeah, we always really, when you're in energy, we always start like, that was not the direction at all.
Yeah, well, I had my dreams, I had some wishes, but they were like so far, distant, and they seemed so impossible that I wasn't even like thinking about them so much, so yeah.
And so tell me today, what does it mean to be an energy coach for everybody watching us? Like, what does it mean? What is it?
Well, I work with our team, and we help people to understand actually how energy works in their life, and how they can bring good energy, more positive energy into everything they do in their relationships, in business, in how they feel, in this kind of way, so that you really understand energy and know how to apply the energy principles into everyday life.
So can you give us an example, like as being a mom of two boys, when you started becoming more aware of it, what is that? Give us an example of what you have changed in your life and you saw it happening. How did it help you as a mother?
As a mom, I have so many experiences. Like I was learning everything on how to be a mom. Especially, I have two boys, and of course, boys, they are active, they are full of energy, they need constantly, some guidance and everything. And I really lacked energy, and I wasn't able to be like set boundaries and be a fun mom. And also, I struggled with patience and everything. So for me, the biggest breakthrough and the biggest like result and transformation was really to understand, okay, how to find the right approach towards them, so that I was in peace, that I was calm, that I was like also strong and with decision, that I was setting boundaries. So this was the biggest change for me as a mom, so that they were listening to me and that I was calm, that I was in peace, So yeah.
So this is amazing. You see, people were waiting for this question, because this is the question we want. It's like, how can we as mothers get ourselves to be calm and to say, okay, I'm gonna be the best mom in the moments where they're like, drive me crazy, you don't know what to do. It's like, how do you ground yourself back to being that calm? What do you advise people?
Yeah, I love this question, because it's so like also when I talk to moms and when I work with moms, it's so many times like this. They are asking me, okay, I've read so many books already, I'm doing, I don't know, breathing techniques. I'm counting to 10, I'm doing so many things, but still I get frustrated, I get angry. I get like, how can I be more patient? Yeah. And well, the key is, and what we do with our team and what we teach people is that this is practice, this is training, energy training actually, and this is why we have energy training, because you need to learn and practice to respond in a different way. So of course, if you want to be more patient, then you need to practice this, and just in those moments when you don't feel patience, where you don't feel to be calm, this is this mastery, this is this transformation, and that brings these breakthroughs and lasting results. So right when there is an opportunity, when there is a situation, you need to practice a different response actually, in this way. And then the more you practice it, the more you train it, better you are at it. It is the same as when you are going to fitness at the beginning. Like you go to the fitness, you want to train your muscles, and everything is hurting you and you don't feel to do it, and you don't know what to do, but when you are going to the fitness, you are going regularly, and it becomes easier, so the muscles get stronger.
It's stronger. It's repetition. Somebody just said it too. It's the key is repetition. You repeat.
And you are getting stronger in these positive muscles, that you want to have in your life. In this way.
So it's like, it's almost, you decide that you're going to be a better mom, and you're like, okay, it's going to take whatever it takes, so let me become intentional about how I am. It's almost like you observe in yourself how you behave, and you change it and you tweak it. Is that it takes time where you just experiment things?
But it's good that at the beginning or also later, it's good that you don't put too much, of things that you want to. For example, this is like a goal, okay, I want to be a better mom, but this can be like a very vast expression, it can mean a lot of things. So it's good that you get like clear and that you choose, for example, 3 things that you want to improve as a mom. For example, I don't know, I want to be more present, I want to be calmer when this particular situation comes, when this is happening, when they are like insisting they are hungry, and when everything is piling up, in the evening when you come from work and you need to cook dinner and they are like hungry, they are already crying perhaps, so someone is asking you to, Mom, I need homework to do, I need to learn, and this and
the other one is calling the other side, you're like, where do I go?
In those moments that it is then key, this awareness, that you that you activate the awareness, and that you remind yourself, okay, this is the moment where I can choose a different response. And because this is a practice, and it's also not something that it is natural for you, you are learning a new behavior, a new response, then it is good that you don't just like put a lot of things that you want to all at once to change, so that you are taking step by step. Yeah, and it gets then easier. You are getting better at it, and with time you get to this, with practice, with training, you get to this that you completely change, and you don't feel this way anymore. So this is how we then create these lasting results that I talk about, and that we talk about with our team and teach.
And I love that. You gave something so powerful, is that you have to choose three things you work on. You don't want to like, I'm going to change everything. You just choose three things and change them. Then you choose other things and change them. And I think that's such a beautiful advice to
not to overwhelm yourself. Of course it's good to have like everything, I want to change everything, but that you have like step by step, that you are going step by step, so with this of course it's good that you have, when you have guidance in your life, when you have a support, a coach, a mentor, and then you go with him, you go together. Okay, what would be the best thing to set first, and then the other things, and so on.
Yes, I love that. This is incredible, and thank you for sharing, because what I love, it comes from your real life. It's not theory. This is what you've done. And so your children probably are so lucky to be in a calm environment with a mom that understands that. I think this is the most beautiful thing you can give them.
Yeah, definitely. Totally different.
It is. So you work also with professionals, and I want to really take this energy back, work to something bigger, not just for mother, but mainly for professionals that are really busy. How can you get them to bring that spirituality, that energy into their routine when they don't have time? They're like, I don't have time. I have time for nothing.
Yeah, that is a big and important thing to do, and it's so often, professionals really don't have time, and this is what we especially do with our team. And so the principles is the same everywhere, as the same as with parenthood, as being a mom. You need to like respond differently and act differently in your everyday life. So this is how you bring this spirituality and this knowledge into your life. So for example, if you don't have time, this is already a sign, that you definitely you need to do something different, and one thing that it's important is that you understand, okay, what are your energy leaks? For example, I talk about energy leaks. We also have a tool, energetic blueprint, that identifies like what are individual specific energy leaks. And this means how you are actually approaching and responding to what is happening during your day. So the same as, if you are a mom and your kids are pressing on your buttons, on your anger, frustration, whatever, how you feel, the same, it is happening also in your business, in your professional area, So for example, something is happening, some situation, some circumstance, some pressure, and people think it's normal that they are just stressed all the time and overwhelmed every day, and just hustling and overworking and just like being under this negative pressure actually all the time, every day, but this is just their response to what is happening. And when you are training energy, when you learn and practice how to bring energy into your day, into your moments, into your situations,
yes,
then you are shifting these responses. And this is where this is how you bring spirituality into your life, and this is how you make improvements and changes.
I love the way you're talking about spirituality as being an openness to letting energy comes in, letting the understanding of energy. And I think that's so beautifully said. And let's come back to something so important you said about energy leaks. Can you explain to us what it means in the word of energetics?
Yeah, so just like in this, like I shortly just explained. So for example, we don't okay, so we have been learned that, for example, it is normal to overthink, or that anger is normal, or that you feel like I said, stress, that this is all normal, that you need to be under pressure when something is happening or something is not happening, or stress is just like a normal part of everyday life. It has become, but this isn't normal. So the energy leaks are actually how all of these negative, unsupportive reactions during the day, where you feel this stress, this discomfort, this frustration, and this goes this goes on what is the word, like this combines many things, so from overthinking to anger to fear, uncertainty, worrying, and we have so many things that we do during the day that we are not aware, and we are actually all the time under negative energy and losing our positive energy. And this is why we actually you actually then experience burnout and exhaustion, and this is why people feel depleted at the end of the day and during their life.
And this is a beautiful conversation. A lot of people are appreciative. So let me share with you some of the comments here. Very interesting, inspiring conversation. That's actually an excellent advice. Yes, Jessie, and I agree so much. And I think it's about time for everyone to realize that we are doing things that depletes us. We are doing things that drains us, and we are doing things that makes us feel so overwhelmed by the end of the day. And it's in our hands to be able to get our energy back if we observe that. It's like, stop feeling angry, stop feeling stressed, stop feeling overwhelmed, stop overthinking, because that's what exhausts us. It's really the overthinking. It's not even the job we do. It's like how much time we spend thinking about, am I good? Am I not good? Is it going to be good? It's like,
this is all leaking and all taking your energy, your power away.
Yes. It is. But you want to almost like stop that noise inside of your mind. So, and can you tell us what are the techniques that you use? And you can tell us about your incredible program that you actually have for that. It's like, how can I just come back to like, there is silence, there is calmness inside me?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, of course, this is like this is what can be achieved, that you feel this peace and clarity and calm during your whole day. But this is not something that just comes, to you, and that is just like something that you read in a book, or right now that I'm talking to you, it sounds good, you are listening to a podcast.
Now it's time for the calm to come. Let's just invite it in.
Yeah. The people who are listening to this podcast, it's just like, okay, this sounds good, but immediately when this podcast, when they will finish listening, they will go to their day, and this will be already, they will be already in thinking, in rushing, in going this, doing that, and so on. So this is a training, this is a practice, and this is why we have energy training. And this is how also we work with people, that we help them understand what are actually their personal leaks, that they are able to share what is happening in their life, what kind of situations they have, how do they feel in every situation, because those little small things that we have in our life, these are important. It's not the big things, it's how you do, how you talk with your partner, how you wake up in the morning, how you go to sleep in the evening. This is your life. So we help people. We have a membership portal. So this is where our work goes through. We inside the portal we have group live sessions where we bring together people, and they can ask questions and they receive explanation, guidance. We have live group meditations, but how we teach people is that they learn how to live their life in a way that it is bringing them and connecting them with this good energy, and that they have clarity during the day. So people need to learn, and also how I did, learn in these past years, and how I am learning and practicing to go through my days, you need to learn how to go through your day, that you are under the right energy, under the right position, that you are acknowledging when you are overthinking, practicing through the frustration, through the stress, through the pressure. And this is how you get then better at it and good, and it is the same as when you are learning to drive a car, for example, when you first sat in the car, you didn't have your license, you were just like, oh my God, so many, like, I need to hold the steering wheel, I need to move legs, there are so many things that I need to do.
I need to learn.
Am I going to do this, right? But then with practice, you got better at it. And now when you sit in a car, you don't need to think about it, you are just driving. You don't need to like think of everything you need to do. It is like
it becomes natural. It becomes just like a second thing, and you talk and do everything.
Yes, it's natural. And it's the same with this kind of training. And it becomes natural for you to feel joy in your life, in your day, to feel peace in the situations that were, that are right now unimaginable to feel peace inside of them, that brings so much stress, so much discomfort, and that you feel passion also in your life. And this is how you come to this.
I love that. This is so beautiful. And this is so reassuring, because it's almost like, okay, we know what is it that leaders and professionals experience today, because life is overwhelming. Responsibilities are so big, and the stakes that are really, really big, high. And so here, it's almost like, okay, now we have tools that you can bring you back to the normal way of being, which is being calm and grounded and just ready to, have great relationship with your kids, with your friends, with everyone.
And with this training, with this practice, this is then yours, it doesn't change, it stays. This is, you have a new different foundation. So how you feel in your day, what are your relationships, how you do business, you have a different automatic set point, and it is natural for you to feel higher level of peace, of joy, of clarity, of like empowerment, and how you feel inside. This is then it stays.
Everybody needs to do that. Everyone. It's like, because we don't get to learn that at school. No one teaches us about this. No one.
At school it was like this, you just needed to memorize so many things, it was important to learn. And then you come to life and you are just like, okay, this isn't working anymore. Like, I cannot learn,
there is nothing I can learn and do by heart. It just doesn't work that way.
But actually with this knowledge you can learn how to live your life. So
well, but that's nice. How do we get to learn more about it? Do you have a website, or is it a program? How is it?
So that we have a website. We have a yearly membership. It is open and accessible to everyone.
What is it called? What's the name?
Ascend Nation. Ascend Nation.
Ascend Nation. Okay.
With 2 I's in nation. And to everyone who is open, I'm also happy to share their energetic blueprint, so I can prepare an insight into their personal energetic blueprint, and this will give them already some great insights. And welcome to join in the membership as well.
We're gonna offer that to everybody watching us, and I'll drop the link so that they can connect with you and get their energetic blueprint. And I invite everyone to do that. We need to have that today. Strategy is good, but strategy without the right mindset, the right energy, it doesn't get you very far, isn't it?
No, I've seen this in my life, because we are just how we talked before, how we were taught, in schools, that it is just all about learning, all about doing, all about something that we need to do on the outside, and we take this into adulthood as well, because like we said, no one taught us differently. We need to learn how to live this life. And but I've seen so many times through my own personal experience, when you want to change the situation that is bothering you, you know, or
Yeah. And
stressing
you're
you, and
stuck.
you,
Huh?
yeah, and you want to find solutions to resolve the situation, or how can I, you know, make some better results in my business, and you try to find marketing and strategy and this and that, or whatever, focusing on outside, you know. But if you are not changing what you are carrying inside, you will still feel the same. You will still, you know, you cannot create a new result from the same energy and mindset. You need to change within, and then it is naturally that it happens otherwise also on the outside. So here is a lot I could share
I love
about.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I lost now, but I wanted to share
It's
two
okay.
other
So
things. But
let me guide you. If you could leave our audience with one message, like one energy code, what would it be?
I wanted to just give this forward, that you all have, and we all have so much more potential inside, and that we and you, or how you feel, you know, it is so easy to settle in life and to just say, oh, but I am okay, you know, I feel fine, everything is fine, you know. Also, how many times people stay in some unsupportive relationships that they are not happy in, that they feel they are not satisfied, but they just stay in the same relationship because of so many reasons, you know, because of fear, because they you know, because they don't know actually what to do, you know. And don't settle, you know, don't stay in this, that it is just okay, and that you are like repressing what you truly feel inside, you know, because it's not difficult to make this step to the other side, you know, when you, where you really feel good inside, where you really say, yes, this is the real thing, this is how I want to, truly how I want to live, you know.
I love that. This is beautiful. And it's incredible message. It's just to everyone, don't settle for just because it's comfortable now. And it's, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
because it's easier and you don't
yeah,
currently know what steps to take.
exactly. That's beautiful. And I think what we have discussed today, it's an incredible, powerful part of leading out it oneself. It's really self-leadership. It's like, how do you get to lead yourself to become the best version of who you are? And if
Mhm.
you bring that energetic side of it, then it's like you open up a whole new universe that
Mhm.
you don't
Yeah,
even know about or existed.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
incredible. That was so beautiful and so refreshing. I always ask my guests about their understanding of leadership and what definition you can have. So let me ask you, Jessie, what do you think? What do you, to you, what does leadership mean? What does it to be a leader? Does it mean?
Yeah, I would say just this, that you learn how to be a leader of your own life, because this is where the biggest power lies, you know. And I've seen this in my life when I truly learned what is inside of me, that I don't need so many of outside, you know, tools and things and resources or approaches or so on, that I just need to learn how to bring what is, that I already have it inside, you know, what I need. This is the biggest power. And when I learned how to use the mind, how to overcome the limitations, you know, this is where truly you can really lead your life. So yeah, I'm all about this, that as much people as possible learn how to lead their own life, that they are truly, that they feel successful, and that they live a life that is true to them.
I love that. This was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing all this wisdom. I'm inviting everyone to follow you in Ascent Nation. So we will drop the link and to grab their all the offer that you so
Yeah,
generously,
yeah,
elegantly.
welcome.
Yes, that's nice. So we'll do that in here. We'll do it in the group as well on Facebook. And thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie. This was